Alright, hey guys, Kate here from WoolawayWx. We are going to go ahead and get started. Um, so, without further ado, this is going to be WoolawayWx Facebook Live February 1st, 2022 at 8 p.m. Facebook link is facebook.com/WoolawayWx, or you can go to WoolawayWx.com. So, we will get started. So basically, what are we going to be talking about? Well, we are going to be talking about really four things here. One being the event overview, looking kind of at a few aspects. We're going to be looking at the winter weather forecast, uh, thoughts on ideas on timing wise. Um, and then at the end, I will have a Q&A session. Libby, I am going to probably start that this evening. I have been nose to the grindstone for like the last 6 hours, so it's been pretty busy. But yeah, I am planning on doing a school closings list here soon, although I do expect most schools to be out tomorrow. So basically, what are we looking at? Well, we're going to be looking at a large winter system will impact the central United States Tuesday through Friday. Uh, this is going to be this has prompt winter storm warnings and watches along with some winter weather advisories. As in southwest Missouri, all the counties I cover are under a winter storm warning that is in effect till 12 a.m. on Friday, February 4th. So basically that just means there's going to be a major impact to daily life. So as you can see to the right edge of the screen, you can see just how expansive this event is. And it just covers a lot of area. So I'm dealing with it down here in Norman. You guys are dealing with it in southwest Missouri. So it's not a small event at all. Okay. So what are the threats really going to be? Well, we have snowfall, sleet, freezing rain, cold temperatures. Um, the cold temperatures are really going to be more of a factor on Thursday and Friday as those cold temperatures really start to sink in. That's also whenever Wednesday into Thursday is going to be the greatest area for snowfall for us as well in southwest Missouri. I highly recommend that you do not travel while this is happening. Between the ice and the snowfall, the roads are just going to become a very large mess across southwest Missouri in general. If you do have to travel, make sure you are prepared. Your cell phone is charged, your car is gas, people know where you're heading to. Have a flashlight, extra coats, water, food, just in case if you do get stranded and help cannot get there. Just be there. So as this system moves through the area, the traveling concerns will really start to take place Wednesday morning as the roads continue to deteriorate as it gets colder and rain starts switching over to winter precipitation. So looking at the snowfall forecast, which all this will be posted after this live video, so if you can't see it now, you will be able to see it then. For southwest Missouri, we're really going to be looking at the 4 to 8 inch area. More you go out to the east, you're going to be getting into some lighter areas. That's also where there's a higher chance for some freezing rain and everything. Same way, the main area of snowfall across the state is going to be just south of Kansas City through Columbia and Jefferson City to north of St. Louis. That area could see 10 plus inches. I was like running out of colors to put on the map, and if I put all the guides on there, it would have made the map look really bad. So the 8 to 12 area is actually kind of split into two. There's an area kind of where it's purple shade just to the north side and to the south side of the pink area. That area is going to be looking more at 8 to 12 inches, while the pink area is going to be looking at 10 or greater. As far as confidence runs, sitting at 70% on the snowfall forecast. We will see as that changes. I updated this right before I had a video conference with weather emergency groups. So it is fairly up to date. The models haven't really changed much since I did update it. We'll probably do another update tomorrow morning before everything really starts kicking off. And that will probably be the final update as far as forecast runs. As far as the ice forecast goes, I honestly could not figure out how I wanted to forecast this. And thank you, NWS Springfield. They create these nice graphics that you can just use, and I am grateful for that because I wouldn't have had one. So this is NWS guidance forecast here. Main areas that can get ice are going to be south of the I-44 corridor, and to the east of the Missouri-Oklahoma line. Those areas could see, honestly, anywhere from a trace up to a quarter inch of ice, according to what the National Weather Service Springfield has put out. This was the latest update that I had available at the time of putting together this PowerPoint here. So this runs through Friday, February 4th. But most of the ice should occur Wednesday. Then it should be mainly snow. Don't take me word for word on it, but that should be how it works. As far as timing runs, we're going to start looking at Tuesday night, which is actually right now. Up in northern Missouri, that's where the rain will start switching over to snow late tonight. Then as the system moves south, basically central Missouri will be Wednesday morning. And then it kind of gets complicated. There is what I like to quote as a dry slot that kind of interferes later Wednesday morning into the early afternoon hours. That is going to kind of make an empty spot in areas that are getting precipitation. So that's how come it just kind of jumps from Wednesday morning to Wednesday afternoon / evening, and then to early Thursday morning, because that's how the models are doing it. There's just a jump. That might change. A lot of this depends on just the temperature. A degree or two could really throw a big old loophole into about everything at this point. As far as ice totals go, that is not the ice total graphic. Hang on. This is why I try to check things, but I ran out of time, sadly. Okay, now we're good to go. I do apologize about that. What the heck? Okay, now we're good to go. Okay, so this is my ice/winter mix start times map. This is the first debut of it ever, so put your hands together for it. It took me a solid 12 minutes to make, I think. But so once again, kind of the same setup as the snowfall totals go. Northern to western central Missouri is looking at that transition from rainfall to ice in the evening tonight, and then basically the rest of the majority of Missouri will look Wednesday morning at that transition. I do not have solid times because everything keeps bouncing. And I just don't want to throw a forecast out there that's completely wrong for you guys. So that is how come using more of the 6 hour slot terms here. Um, and then over towards the boot hill, the ice times are going to be mainly Wednesday afternoon to evening hours. Once again, has a lot to deal with where the moisture's at and where the temperature will be at that time. So as we are pushing 12 minutes here, it's going to go ahead and open it up for a little bit of a Q&A session. I don't have too much, mainly because I'm going to put everything I pretty much said now into a post after the fact that I'm going to try to have out before 8:30, but we will see. But if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments section, and I will answer those for just a few minutes here. But that's really about all I have for right now. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll just be muted over here until, so, yeah. Alright, so if there's not any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this here so I can start on the post update that's going to happen here soon. Um, that will probably be the last and final update for the evening, as I am getting to the point of being zapped after today. It's been one thing after another. So just last call for questions here. I'll give it about another minute here if anyone has questions. Um, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys go and like WoolawayWx on Facebook. We also have Instagram and Twitter that you can go like. All those links are at WoolawayWx.com, that you can easily get to see everything related to WoolawayWx. So, I think we are going to about call it here. For those of you that came out, I do appreciate it. For those of you that shared and liked and commented, it is greatly. Thoughts on potential power outages. Yeah, that's a good question. It depends mainly on ice. If ice falls and starts getting on those power lines, even if it's just a little bit, it's just enough to basically what we say is double the surface area of those power lines, and that snow can start piling on. It definitely can add weight. I don't quite know on power outages. That hasn't been something that's been brought up, honestly, from all the discussions I've looked at. But that is something that I'll have to keep an eye on. Um, I'd make sure to probably have uh, something that has, or somewhere where you can go to stay warm if this was, or if there was a power outage, because it is going to get cold. And if power outages are happening, there's not telling. Hopefully, they can get them fixed before Thursday. Yeah, but I'm not really. That's a good question. Um, I'd say they're possible, but I'm not expecting them, if that makes sense, Richard. Hope that answers your question. So last call for questions here before we go ahead and just end the video. As far as school closing list goes, I will try to get that updated as soon as I get done with this post. See, I just keep adding things to the list. So, but yeah, last call for questions. No problem, Richard. Appreciate you tuning in. Just give it another 40-ish seconds here till 8:17 or 17 minutes on the live. So, all right. So if that's gonna be all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Once again, thank you guys for joining on. I will have a post out here in a few minutes. So if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, you can always drop it on there and I will try to respond as quick as possible. Thanks guys, stay warm and stay safe.